Don't get scammed.
You're listening to Home Sellers Advantage. I'm your host, Aaron Zapata.
And I'm your other host, Todd Anderson. We are the Bald Brothers team at Impact Realty Group with Real Broker, and we are here to give you the Home Sellers Advantage.
You can find us online at www.baldbrothers.tv. Again, that's baldbrothers.tv.
Or you can call us at 833-305-BALD. That's 833-305-2253.
That's a great intro. What a fantastic intro. I can't believe you did that so well.
Hey, because I've been scammed.
Oh, have you been scammed? Yes.
I think everybody listening has at one point or another responded to an email they shouldn't have responded to, or opened an email. No matter how careful you are, no matter how astute you think you are in looking out for those sorts of things, it's easy to get scammed. And so that's what we want to talk about today, especially when it comes to real estate transactions.
Todd, you've been scammed. There was a time when my credit card information got stolen from a server at a Discount Mugs place in Florida. Literally, I got a
Discount Mugs.
Yeah. Well,
was it worth it?
Yeah, for sure. It was not.
Was it mug shots or just mugs?
And you know how they sent me like a gift card for the next time.
Oh, really?
That I buy with them as a consolation prize. Oh, by the way.
Next time when you buy from us, use cash only.
Exactly. Insert cash into your phone somehow because it was an internet purchase. But the scams are out there. In fact, the one that you were referring to most recently is something that all clients have to be aware of when in a real estate transaction. Because we've actually seen this quite often where the criminals have access to a lot of title records. Mm-hmm. They sneak in through the back door using a virus, and they are literally watching the title emails and or escrow company emails back and forth between clients. And when they can see those emails, here's what they know. Everything.
Yeah.
They know the buyer's name, the seller's name, they know the purchase address, they know the purchase contract price, they know the down payment, they know everything because they can access
and they also know the agent names.
Yeah, exactly.
And we had one where they used my name because they knew I was representing the client, and they sent an email, but the email address that they sent it from was slightly different from my regular email address. Mm-hmm. So if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't notice that is not a legitimate email.
Yeah.
And so they're very crafty. They know the psyche of how you're thinking, especially when you're in the midst of a really busy transaction. There's so many things happening. You don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
And that's really what you have to be aware of, is the fact that when you are in the process of a transaction, there's lots of emails going back and forth, and it can be very easy just to, as a gut instinct, respond to an email and not thoroughly vet it to make sure it's a legitimate email.
You know, and God does give us that gut instinct, and so if you have it, trust it. Mm-hmm. Call your agent, call the escrow company, especially if it has anything to do with money, okay, anything to do with wiring money. But this most recent one was just a blanket email that you must have clicked on, right? Because it looked legitimate, but you don't even recall clicking on it.
I don't recall clicking on it, but when I looked back at it, I realized it was probably something I was waiting for title records on a particular, and keep in mind, we have multiple transactions going on. It's not just one. For you, you may have your own home. We have multiple homes, and so this is also a PSA to agents out there to be very careful, because the fact is I must have gotten an email and I thought I was waiting for title information on something, and I must have clicked on it thinking it was for one particular transaction, and unknowingly I opened myself up to be susceptible to having my email hacked, and as a result, my email just sent out multiple
more emails with viruses.
It was legitimately a virus. It was multiplying itself to everybody in my email. So if you received an email from me, I apologize. That was not me. That was hacked. It happens, but we all need to be very careful.
Yeah. So a couple of things to look for so that you kind of are aware of the red flags. Number one, is if that email is an email you don't recognize, it's a new person, or maybe it even looks like the right email, but if you click on the email itself, either on your computer or on your phone, it should show you the full email address. If that email address is too long to read, that might be a red flag.
Or if it's just weird.
Well, yeah, weird, but a lot of times they'll use the first portion of a domain name and then they'll add some letters at the end and you don't realize that they've done it. So if it's too long to read, beware. Number two is if you see that this email is also sent to undisclosed recipients. So in the carbon copy line, in the CC line, you'll see this undisclosed recipients, meaning that they're not telling you who else it's going to. That is often a red flag as well. And then the third thing is if something is wrong in the email address, the names are misspelled, the address is different, the formatting just seems odd or awkward. Those are other things to look for when you're reviewing your emails and you're going through the process of buying or selling a home. So that is something that we wanted to bring to your attention because it's very prevalent right now. Another thing that's prevalent is the land scheme.
Yes.
We have found that there are people that pretend to be owners and then they contact realtors and they ask the realtors to list the home and then realtors send out electronic signing documents and they just come back and the property goes on the market. We try to sell it only to realize that there was a fraudster from the very beginning trying to collect some upfront cash from money from escrow. So again,
that is a big one with especially vacant land.
Vacant land.
Because vacant land, there's basically no eyes on it. People might have vacant land in the home, in the family, for decades and for 100 years. They may not realize it. So it's very easy for fraudsters to go after.
And while you're listening to this, you might think, man, that's a lot to know. It is a lot to know. You might even have a little bit of fear and wondering, are you going to be susceptible to this? So here's our recommendation is you have people in your life that you know and trust. Most scams happen when they tell you not to tell anybody. They'll give you this false sense of urgency. So let's just walk through this happen, right?
It's just between us.
You click on an email and all of a sudden the virus pops up and it says that a virus has been found on your computer and you need to call somebody to unlock your computer. Don't do that. Don't call the number on there because you're going to get routed to a call center. That call center is going to then collect payment information from you and then you're going to make payments and oftentimes they'll want to get a bank account information and then they will drain your bank account. So don't fall for that. If you're, here's what happens. You are susceptible to shame. And when they get you on the phone, they're going to say things like, oh, ma'am, this is terrible. I can't believe this happened. And, we'll get this taken care of for you. And yeah, just stay on the phone with us. And oh, by the way, you have this too. And oh, did you know that you must have accessed some private information and all this stuff. And it's going to be a snowball effect where they lure you in, making you feel guilty for clicking on something that they sent to you as bait. And that guilt is going to cause you to stay quiet. And they're going to say, oh, this is a big problem and we can get this rectified right now. And our gut instinct is like, oh, I made a mistake. I don't want to tell anybody. And I just want the problem to go away. And the next thing you know, you've lost $20,000.
Problems rarely go away if you just ignore them.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It's a rule of life.
Right. What's the problems are not like fine wine or cheese. They don't get better with age.
My warning light goes on in my car. If I ignore it, it'll eventually turn off.
Yes.
The cracked head will eventually repair itself.
So most of you probably haven't had this happen to you, but this is another scam. I just heard about this yesterday. So my friend was filing for a trademark, and he's on the phone with the United States Trademark Office, and they're clarifying some questions, and boom, they got all the answers. And the trademark office said, okay, we're going to publish this so that you can, the time starts ticking for you to get full trademark approval. So he hits submit. He's on the phone, and once he hits submit, he gets another call. Now keep in mind, he's already on the phone with the trademark office attorney. And while he's on the phone with him, he gets another call from the same area code, Washington, D.C. And he's like, oh, that's weird. Somebody else must be calling me. So he puts his attorney on hold, answers the other call, switches it over, and they say, oh, hey, thank you. You just filed your trademark. We are missing some documentation. There's a $750 fee that we forgot to collect. And so literally he's thinking, oh, well, obviously I'm on the phone with him. So he gets out his wallet. He gives him the credit card information.
Wow.
And he thinks to himself, wait a minute, hold on. I'm still on hold with the other attorney. So what he does is he merges the calls together.
Ah.
And now he's on the phone with this other person that called in and the trademark office, and he completes the whole process though and gives them the money. And immediately after that, the attorney hops back on and says, what did you just do? He's like, well, you guys just called me about this. He's like, no, we didn't. We didn't call. You've just been scammed.
Wow.
In fact, the guy was hearing the whole thing. And so that guy obviously hung up. He had got the money. And the attorney said, hey, friend, you need to call your bank right now, cancel that credit card and all the cards associated with that account, because they're going to hack your account even more. And he's like, oh, my word. So he's like, all right, I got to go. So if you're on the phone with somebody and you get another call in, like, again, it's probably not going to happen to you, but his gut didn't kick in soon enough. He should have trusted his gut.
Yeah.
You know, all that to say, there are scams that go on in real estate, and you might not have somebody to call if you think you're being scammed, and so we want you to call us.
Yep, 833-305-BALD.
That's 833-305-BALD.
2253.
That's right, because we have no hair. So, you know what we do?
We sell homes.
Yes, we do, and we would love to sell yours. So give us a call today.
Thanks for listening to the Home Sellers Advantage. The Bald Brothers team is a licensed DBA of Real Broker, licensed by the California Department of Real Estate, number 02022-092. Again, we do not give any real estate, legal, or financial advice. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can call us at 833-305-BALD, or you can reach us online at baldbrothers.tv. Equal housing opportunity.